Hey guys, welcome back to the old mill shed. So the other day while I was at work, my wife called me and said that the dishwasher had broken. Well, first thing that went through my mind was, okay, do you need to go to urgent care or do I need to take you to the emergency room? Looking back, I should have known she meant the one that I installed in the house when I built it. Yeah, I know that now. Okay, so here we are inside of the house. This is the dishwasher, obviously. As you can see, the handle right here pulled out of this. Now this part here, it's about $90 after you pay shipping and taxes on it. So it's not incredibly bad, but it's a lot cheaper than a new dishwasher. And this repair will also take you down to the control panel. And so fixing this, replacing your control panel, and even parts of like your dispenser inside, a lot of this repair happens very similarly. You have to take a lot of the same things loose in order to do all of these different repairs. Okay, so to remove this panel, I've already got the breaker tripped on this or turned off on this. You got 3 bolts up each side. You have 4 across the top, and then this pulls out to expose your handle. Okay, so here we are with the front panel off of it. So what you have here is, this is your dispenser right here for your, like when you put your little pod in and your rinse aid, a little door that pops open on the inside. That's this right here. And these 6 screws is what holds that in. Then you have your factory supplied wiring diagram is here, and your control panel sits right behind here. So when your control panel goes out, you're doing the same thing as just replacing the handle basically. So let's take this off, and here you go. This is your buttons for the front right here. That's that panel right there. And then your actual control board sits behind this. And the reason all of this is out here is because it's this waterproof out here. The water can't get out to it and get to all of your electrical components. So that's why they have those out here. So what I'm going to do is find me a screwdriver. I think it's in the drawer over here. And I want to take this off, and then we're going to put these onto the new handle. So here's your control board. Now you do have these 2 little arms right here that grip that tab right there. That tab doesn't have a screw that goes through it. So be sure you open those up when you're trying to take this off. You want to be very careful and not damage this ribbon. Let's run this in here a little bit. You don't want to damage this ribbon cable that comes from the control board over to your buttons up here. And then to remove the board from this, you've got 4 screws on the board as well. So you have 3 screws on the cover and 4 screws on the board. Here's the front of your board. Let me run this in again. And these little switches right here, so when you press on the outside of here, these little fingers press your switches on this circuit board. So now that we have everything loose from the handle, just very gently hold those while you sit this out of the way. Take your new piece, and everything just goes back the same way that it came off. It's very simple. And one thing I like about this one is you have these 2 little pegs right here that help you line this up. And I don't like to use my bit driver when I'm working with circuit boards. It's very, very easy to over torque them and mess them up. Now, if your control board was bad, all you have to do to get past where we have already done is you would unhook your keypad board, undoing your ribbon cable here. You would undo your plug here, and then your red and black wires here. Take this control board out, put your new control board in, hook everything back up, and that repair would be done. Likewise, if the control board was okay and it was just your key board here, or your board with the buttons, you would get down to this point and you would just unhook your ribbon from that board, plug your new switches in, and then put it all back together, and you would have those done. If it was your dispenser, you wouldn't even touch this up here. You would just unplug that, which is a plug right there. Take the 6 bolts, pull this out, put the new one in, screw everything back in, and that would be done. So all of your repairs, minus the pump or any of the arms or anything inside, most of your electrical stuff's going to be done right out here. You just want to snug these up. You don't want to over tighten them. That's it. Right there. And to make it easy putting it back together, you can go ahead and do your torque screws up here on the top first. So these screws up here at the top and all use Torx instead of Phillips head. And I think it's 4 across the top, and then the first one down on each side. So you can put this on, and then you can put the metal cover on afterwards if you so desire. Okay guys, so that's pretty much the video. Very simple fix. Whether you're doing a control panel, your buttons, or your dispenser, or the handle like what I was just doing. With me trying to record it, which takes a little longer, we're in for about 20 minutes. If I wasn't trying to record it and I had to take a couple retakes, you know how it is when you're recording things, I could have probably done it in 10 very easily. The only tools that you need are a Phillips head screwdriver, number 2, and you can do a bit driver like I did as well if you choose, and a T20 bit for those screws up around the top. And that's it. That's all you need to fix either your handle, your control board, your button panel, or your dispenser that's in the door. So I hope you found this video helpful. As always, if you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It helps the algorithm a lot. And we'll see you here. Well, I'm not under the shed, am I? Next time we will be. We'll see you here next time under the shed.